Pieces.
Welcome to Braunhaven. We'll be picking up where we left off 2 weeks ago. We took a little break for Christmas. We are back, and these guys are just entering into a tomb that has a puzzle pattern to the tiles on the floor. So there is, a blank tile. It's a diamond pattern. There's a blank tile, and then there are it is each point, 4 points around it. There is another tile that is inlaid with an electrum filigree, and Borman discovered that those tiles can be rotated. And at the end, on the western end, is a crypt. But before we get started, we'd like to thank a friend of the Greenwater Guildhall. None of these are sponsorships or partnerships of any kind. They're just products that we really like. Today we're going to thank Fable Beard Company. They make beard balms, oils, butters, beard wash, co-wash. There is also a women's line through FableBeauty.com, and they've got body frosting, hair tonic, oil, facial scrubs, all manner of wonderful smelling products. And they're all natural, and they have each of their scent profiles is a different fantasy character. Um, there's a numerous ones. Today I am wearing Dr. Wolf's beard balm. It smells of pipe tobacco and blueberries. And my wife has decided that I got her a bunch of stuff for Christmas from Fable Beauty. She has decided that her favorite so far scent is the Princess. I got her the Princess. I got her, or I'm sorry, the Huntress is her favorite. I got her the Princess, the Huntress, and the I think it's Mrs. Claus, the Christmas scent that smells like Christmas cookies for her hair tonic oil, which I'm a huge fan. But yeah, her favorite so far is the Huntress. I got her the Huntress in the facial scrub, and she said that it is a very feminine scent without being overpowering. The As Cameron said, the body frosting is potent. A little bit of that stuff goes a long way. you, yeah, you put that on, and you're gonna be stinking purty. But yeah, they have so many different fantasy characters. I recommend checking through all of them to find one that would suit what you are looking for. And right now, they do have a 50% off sale for their end of year 50% off sale. They are liquidating all of their seasonal scents from fall and winter. And so, yeah, I just picked up the Claws um, beard oil for like $9, and it smells of cookies and milk. I don't know. Milk shouldn't smell if it smells, so I don't know. I'm guessing it's going to smell a lot like cookies. But yeah, they have a 50% off all of their seasonal scents. And that is good while supplies last. They also have a buy one get one free option for new purchases. So if you if you are a new customer, you can go to fablebeardco.com or fablebeauty.com, create an account, and you will get a buy one get one option. So you can put two beard oils into your cart, and then when you check out, that second one will be discounted to free. We have a merch store ourselves. If you want to help us out, we have a store via Zazzle. We've got hoodies, we've got T-shirts, we've got buttons. We have a fleece blanket that is a map of the Glossian Empire that comes in three sizes. We we actually got that for Billy and CL when their baby was born, and they absolutely love it. It's good for swaddling baby, and keeps him nice and keeps the wee one nice and warm. We have a beer stein that works really well as a coffee mug. So yeah, if you want to help us out with all the nitpicky little subscriptions and bandwidth costs and things of that nature, we appreciate it, and we appreciate everything you do. I have officially, and this is huge. I have made it to the very last section of Tacidentalus' tantalizing tower. So I just need to detail the final area, and whatever climactic events are going to happen there. And then the book, then of course I need to create the table of contents, which will get edited 40 fucking times because Adobe is so great. And then proofread once or twice, probably 2 or 3 times. And then it can go out the door and will be available on Drive Through RPG. So I'm looking at probably endish of January.
You got to
It,
do an index too, don't you?
I'm not doing indexes. I I'm doing the contents. So I learned a lot from reading Old School Essentials by Gavin Norman, and his layout routines are so great that if I were doing large numbers of, say, magic items or things, or if that was the focus of the book, or there was like an entire, middle section of the book that was nothing but magic items, I might do an item index or something like that. But I'm just focusing on there are table of contents. There, some books in the future might have a index, but um, I'm focusing on table of contents. So yeah, endish of January, it should be ready to hit drive through, and it will be a hardbound book. We're probably I'm already at 318 pages, so we're probably looking at around 328, 330 page. There's a lot of stuff in here. There's a lot of side quests, area descriptions, and a lot of lore. So this is going to be a beastly book that I recommend anybody who's interested in playing in Braunhaven. I highly recommend it for anybody. I mean, of course, I recommend it. It's my book, but whatever. Um, and one last piece of news: this today is our last, and I was going to say the last of the year, which yes, it is. Happy New Year, everybody. But this is going to be our last stream on Twitch. I'm kind of, I don't know. Twitch is a clusterfuck, and I'm done with it. And so today will be our last stream on Twitch. I might do some live streaming either on YouTube or Rumble. And I don't know. I'll test out Rumble. I really like Rumble because they are monetizing our videos. Woohoo! We made a whole 6 cents so far, but no, literally made 6 cents. But hey, you know, snowballs get bigger as they roll downhill, right? But yeah, Twitch. Some of their decisions as of late, like the artistic nudity, and then revoking the artistic nudity, and then now there's people streaming with censor bars, and I'm just like, you know what? I have no interest in streaming anymore on a site that is quickly becoming a combination of Pornhub and OnlyFans, and if that's the route that if Twitch can't get their shit together, if Amazon's not going to bring down the hammer and tell them to get their shit together, then I really don't need to be a part of it. Not only that, but I mean, it's just a pain in the ass anyway. So no more Twitch. It'll be strictly on YouTube and Rumble. Check us out there. All right, so where we left off, it looks like we left off on Mavis's turn. That doesn't sound right.
I think we were all like saying that the smart character should try and solve the puzzle with the moving pieces. That's what I remember being the
Yeah.
last thing we were doing. So, how I don't know. Oh, we're in combat, or
No, you're not in combat. Actually,
okay,
I think we're out of combat, and this is just all. I think that
is this
I had just
leftover?
left this up. So yeah.
Yeah.
So Borman, you see this diamond patterned tile layout, and it goes throughout this entire chamber, and you see that there is like an electrum filigree on all of these tiles, and you kind of using your thieving wiles and investigating, you've discovered that some of these tiles, the ones with the filigree, can rotate.
Yeah, well, I'm not gonna step all on all that shit. I'm gonna just, yeah, like let the smart people take a look at that and maybe put their thinking behind that on, if we're going to turn them, how are we going to turn them, you know, well, how do we want to proceed? If this room looks immediately clear, do we want to go clear the other room before we get too engaged? It's all kinds of things we need to talk about.
Yeah. So who do you want to take a look at this?
Let's see, who is the smartest? Probably
Uh,
Alora.
Not
Dang.
my characters.
Malachi is pretty smart.
They
He's
can
got,
hold hands while they solve the puzzle.
yeah, Malachi's got a +2 to his intelligence roll. So he's got a 16.
I got +1, so that's one of us should probably get it. I
Okay.
think.
Yeah, we're going to look at the puzzle with our smarty brainness.
All right. So go ahead and
Alright,
make
yeah, before-
a intelligence ability check. That's a D20. No, you want to roll under your intelligence, and if you have a plus to your intelligence, you can subtract that from your roll. If you have a
I rolled a
negative, you have
3.
to add it to your roll. That's
five,
pretty good.
D2.
Yeah,
Even my character would have made that roll.
I got real low with that, man. Playing limbo with the dice.
Okay, so who was it that was looking at the floor?
Malachi.
Alora.
Okay, so
Alora and Malachi.
Yeah, Laura Malachi hanging up there talking about, oh, look, there's a crypt on the other side. And it's like, oh, I can't wait to touch the bodies. And she's
So-
like, oh, I know, right?
so Alora, you go ahead and make the roll as well.
I did. I
Oh.
rolled a physical dice next to me. I got 3, and I subtracted 1, so I got 2.
Okay, sweet.
We tied.
So Malachi looks at it and realizes that the filigree and the way that it's done on these tiles, if the tiles are rotated, the filigree will match up. So you turn it and it'll match up at some of the flourishing points. Alora looks at it and realizes that if you turn these, it will create a rose-like pattern all the way around the middle of this crypt.
Maybe we ought to not stand in the middle when we do that. But
Well, I mean, if you think, I happen to have, let me look so I can get my verbiage right. I've got a scroll for this. I made it. Fucking. What the fuck is it? Spectral hand.
Okay, so let me take a look at that.
Necromancer.
Yep.
Page 15. Right column.
So yeah, Spectral Hand is one of my more favorite spells. This was the big bad for Nestor, because he was a white necromancer, and the thing about that is that Spectral Hand will allow you to deliver touch attacks. So he could deliver a touch attack at 60 feet plus 10 foot per level. He didn't have to be right next to you, and he could hit you with that level drain. Yeah, you could use. Yeah, you could use Spectral Hand to turn the tiles.
Yeah, and we could all just kind of stand out, out over here and just kind of watch, right?
yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, 60 feet. Yeah, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So, yeah, this room's only 30 feet long and like 20, 25 feet wide. So, yeah, you could do that.
All right, well, I will read the scroll and send my spectral hand off to fuck around.
Okay.
Turn the tiles. Make the rose.
Okay. So you send the Spectral Hand and you turn the tiles. Just a moment here.
And Borman will stand next to the door and ready to close it if need be. Like if a dragon sticks its head up out of the crypt, we can close the door maybe and not get breathed on the first round.
Right.
Or if it's really a stairwell into the Dwarven Empire's gold mine.
So your spectral hand goes out and rotates all of these individual tiles, and it creates a fairly delicate pattern around the floor in the shape of a rose, like a electrum that kind of shines back. It's glinting from your light, and it makes this intricate rose pattern, with the hallway being the stem, and then this area being the rose and its petal. And when you do that, you hear a click.
I guess.
The coffin open? Probably?
The coffin open? Does the spectral hand lift the coffin open?
That's a good question too. Let me see here.
I think it could only lift like 5 pounds of spectral hand or something.
Yeah,
Something else.
It doesn't say. I would imagine spectral hand's a lot like Mage Hand.
Yeah.
Let's see what it says. What does OSE have to say about Mage Hand? It says it may not say anything. You know what? It doesn't say shit because Mage Hand isn't even in here.
Yeah.
But let me see. That doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Let me.
Well, if the crypt is so well balanced and all that shit that it's got intricate design, it might lift really easy. I don't know.
There it is.
My thought process was we would open it up and then have the hand hover the eye over it. But
here we go. Character spells. Magic users. Oh my god. Small print. Really? First edition player's handbook doesn't show Mage Hand? Oh my god, when did Mage Hand come around? Yeah, I would say that it can probably lift about 5 pounds, because the major purpose of Spectral Hand is that it so Mage Hand will be one that'll go into the new book. Spectral Hand is really it's designed for it looks like it's designed for delivering touch attack spells.
But whereas the Mage Hand is a cantrip. And so, I mean, that's
not from first edition. It's not. In fact, from what I'm seeing from the first edition player's handbook, it's not anything. It might be an arcane or unearthed arcana.
The hand I'm using is a second level spell.
So, go. So here's how we'll do it. Go ahead and have Malachi make a strength ability check.
Oh, this will be great.
Oh.
No, I did not make it.
So lid. This is a stone sarcophagus, and the lid is simply too heavy for him to lift with his with his spectral hand.
Yeah. Well, then there's that. So he goes, I don't know, I can't lift it, but I've got a spectral hand for a while. Yeah.
Okay.
He likes the spectral hand. It feels like somebody else is doing it.
Yeah.
Who's brave enough to walk up and open the coffin?
Well, Borman is the thief. I mean, that's his job, man. If anyone else wants to go up in there, you can. You stand at the ready. But yeah, I'll try to open it.
Okay. Oh well, no problem. So you lift this lid, and inside you see a dwarf, the skeleton, what appears to be the skeleton of a dwarf, holding a warhammer over a. He's got a large tower shield, and he's got his warhammer over the tower shield. The warhammer is intricate. It's got. In fact, it looks, other than a little bit of dust, it doesn't look like there's any rust or decay on this hammer at all. The leather wrap looks like it is fairly fresh. It is the hammer itself. The haft of the hammer is inlaid with electrum and lapis lazuli, and then the head of the hammer is engraved with dwarvish runes. And around the corpse are is coins. And to tell you how many coins.
Brian, are you ready for coins?
If I must be. Oh yeah. By the way, Dentry made level 6.
Nice.
Hell yeah!
Nice. So, roll a d6.
Who, me?
Yep.
All right, that's just doing me, making me roll 4.
There are 4,000 silver pieces.
Ooh. Did we both ooh?
I think so. Yeah.
Roll another d6.
3.
There are 600 electrum pieces.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I've got to check this shield and warhammer out. I mean, I know you're doing your bit with the coins, but
roll percentage.
Oh shit.
Okay. Roll percentage again.
Oh. 35 is not bad usually. I don't know. The second time, I don't know.
And roll percentage one more time. No. Okay. That's all that's in here. But except for this shield and warhammer.
Have
and
to.
Of course, the body.
Right. Well, there's a few things then. We'll want to. Well, Malachi will want a finger of the body.
Okay. So you're going to try and take a finger. So in order to get to the finger, you would have to remove the. You could remove one of the fingers from the hand holding the warhammer. You can't see the other hand because it is underneath the shield holding the shield.
Could be a ring there too. So, I mean, Mormon's gonna try to. He's like, okay, I'm gonna snatch the fucking hammer up and take a quick step back, and if it doesn't jump up at me or something, then I'll remove the shield and then I'll take a finger.
Okay.
If it jumps up and does things, then we'll probably fight it before I get the shield.
Jackson will be ready to pull you back if necessary.
Roll a dexterity ability check.
Oh fuck! Yeah. Well, that's where I shine, supposedly. Yeah, I'm well below my dexterity. I have an 18 dexterity. That is where I shine.
So you snatch this hammer back, and now roll a wisdom ability check.
And I think I failed.
So
I did fail.
all right.
No wisdom.
So you hear you snatch this hammer, and you've got the hammer. You hear a disembodied voice kind of echo around the chamber. Everybody can hear this. And it says, "So you are tomb robbers. Are you going to enjoy your loot?"
We figured the loot would be important on gaining access to an important artifact. Actually, we were going to take a piece of your body and cast a spell so we could communicate with you and help honor your memory.
The corpse of the dwarf sits upright.
Oh, great.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take a little bit of stepping the fuck back.
You see that it's still holding its shield, and you can see that there are starting it's like when you first light the wick of a candle. These pinpricks of red light are starting to light up in the eye sockets.
Mavis, what is this?
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, we thought he wouldn't need the stuff, but I guess if he clearly does still. Goodness.
And the you kind of hear him turn his neck or turn his head, and you can kind of hear the bones in his neck pop and crack. And he says, and he goes to talk, and he continues to talk, but his lower jaw falls off.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
And
that's a Pete.
he says, "What is it that you seek my treasure for?"
Should we complain about how much stuff broke before?
Well, I mean, we want to gain access to.
Dentry be like, you're not the one that just lost like 5 freaking weapons in one attack. Bullshit, man.
We're wanting to use
Find
it to gain
testament.
access to the tower and see about.
Find out the truth about what happened to Tassadanalis, right?
Yeah, we're trying to discover what happened. The truth about Tassadanalis and his tower. And
since Mavis yelled that, Mavis, roll 2d6 and add your charisma modifier to it.
Oh no, don't do that. I shouldn't yell things. Okay.
Well, you can yell Zalora if you're yelling things. I mean, but Mavis did it. Fuck it. Whatever you want to do.
6.
Wow, Mavis has a negative to her charisma?
You know it.
Fuck. The uncharismatic cleric. Let's see here.
Just yelling out the
So-
truth like people want to hear that.
Borman, roll a strength ability check.
Oh, shit. Here we go. I have a strength 15.
Nice. So he holds out his hand, and you can feel this hammer tugging, trying to leap out of your hand to his, and you're holding onto it, and it's pulling pretty hard. And he says, "Don't make the mistake that I did concerning Tassadantalus."
Ooh,
Oh,
what the
you know-
fuck is that? Tell us.
You know what? I'll let him have the hammer.
Okay, so you let go, and the hammer comes back to his hand.
Yeah, I'll make a point of letting go of the hammer and be like, I'm no normal thief. Not a common thief. That's true. I'm not. I am an exceptional one. And I like what was the mistake?
He says the mistake I made was not listening to Tassadentalis. Instead, I went off on my own and I decided to journey with Vuslux. He is not to be trusted.
Well, hell yeah. So you knew Tassandalis?
Indeed, I did. I was hired as a mercenary to fight alongside his party, and I fell in with Vuslux, listening to the twisted words from his tongue. I was once a cleric
Well,
of Montes.
Wow. We have a cleric. That's Mavis.
He says, I am now doomed forever to be in the form that I am in.
How?
Is it a curse or something else?
He says that he fell from Montes's good graces and performed unspeakable acts against his dwarven brethren in the name of Vuslux.
Okay, he's doomed by like Montes, not by anything I can help with. That sucks.
Well, I mean,
he went against his deity. It's his own fault.
Yeah, I feel that.
Oh, he's owning that.
Yeah, I mean, if there were a way that you could be put to rest, would you want to be put to rest then?
He says so. So the gist of his story is that Mavis, make a wisdom ability check.
All right, got a better chance for me. I failed it.
We're just gonna fuck this up.
What did you get?
I got an 18.
Shit. Okay.
I know. Fucking things up is really on brand for her, though. So
Yeah.
it's okay.
You know, look, we're working to restore the balance and the power of the old gods, and if perhaps we could call upon your aid and use your weapons and armor on our crusade, because we are going to set the right balance and bring back the rulers that the old gods want rather than the abominations currently. Gods are long game players. You know, they can overlook stuff that you did if you do something really neat, you know, balance it out.
It's not like it's much use to him in here anyway.
Yeah, and you know, we'll take a piece of your body and if the time ever arises for you to be able to explain yourself or anything, we will cast the burial rite ritual upon your bones, and your spirit will be summoned forth, and we'll give you function of Malachi's body.
So he kind of hops out of the sarcophagus, and he's standing there with his shield and his hammer, and he is wearing a rather at one time it was a rather resplendent looking suit of plate mail. And you immediately notice his stature is that he is a dwarf.
Yeah.
And he says, it is impossible. I cannot be redeemed. The only way that I would be able to be redeemed is for Vuslux to be defeated.
Vuslux is the bad guy right now. That's who we're going against.
Yeah, he's aware, because if he wasn't, he wouldn't be here.
So does he want to contribute to the chance of defeating Vuslux, or does he want to just sit in the tomb and not do anything? This is like a chance landed in his
Yeah,
lap.
man.
I mean, bro, come on, join the party. Let's go. Let's do this.
Yeah, you can come with us.
He says it is impossible, but he says that he does give you. He says I am going to gift you my hammer
Oh, cool.
Hell yeah.
in the hopes that you can redeem me by defeating Vuslux in the future. He kind of looks over, he kind of cocks his head and looks past Borman, and he says, "It may be problematic since you don't appear to have a one of my brethren in your party, which is probably good because they would want to put me down immediately.
Oh.
But it's not going to do you very much good with my hammer." He says this, and he... Hold on a second. Let me take a look at this.
How many experience points do you think you're worth? No, I'm playing.
None of us are worthy.
We put your flower in place, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And if we had the power to like bring you a skeleton dwarf wife,
He says,
you know?
he says this, and he holds up the hammer kind of sideways, and he says, "This is Thrasterlig." He says,
Ooh,
All right.
so nice.
he says, "I am unable to use it because it is a holy warhammer."
Oh, wow.
We have a holy. Mavis is the holy one.
It is a, and he tells you, it is a +3 Dwarven thrower.
Oh, cool.
That
Do you have to be a dwarf to be able to throw it?
in the hands of a dwarf, the weapon can function as a thrown missile weapon with a range of 60 feet, and after being thrown, it returns to the wielder's hands. But in addition to that, it will deal an additional. It actually deals +6 damage to chaotic aligned creatures.
Ooh.
Okay. So
And
should I wield that and then hand my +2 warhammer over to somebody, or should?
So it will only deal. It will deal the +6 to chaotic aligned creatures. Well, technically, hold on a second here. It is an intelligent weapon.
Oh shit.
oh wow,
Well, not that intelligent.
that's
Yeah.
better.
Might help Mavis a couple points.
Yeah.
So hold on here, and I will tell you.
If you're gonna be talking to a weapon, you definitely want the good person to do it. And if they're both kind of light on the intelligent side of things, then maybe they're a good fit. I'm sure we've been telling Mavis the whole time, well, we were just experimenting in that vault, so in case we ever need it for the cause of good. It was just a practice run.
I mean, Dentry and Jackson are like, I got no dog in this fight.
Yeah. Well, you don't want her to have to go against her own, ethics. You know,
Gendry looks at you. What are ethics?
yeah, it's a big word to use. You know, when you're trying to impress people.
People try to kill me, I try to kill them back. That's all I understand.
Yeah.
I don't really understand ethics. What? Is that what makes swords break? Do I need to have better ethics for that?
It's why I don't have anything pointy, I guess.
Yeah. Your
Ethics.
ethical weapon.
Bludgeoning is the ethical
Yeah.
way to die.
So there is the stats for Thrasterlig. It has intelligence 7. It communicates via empathy. Its alignment is lawful. Is a dwarven thrower and deals +3 additional damage to chaotic aligned creatures. The problem is it can only be wielded by a dwarf.
Well, maybe we
Oh
ought to keep it
man.
in case we recruit one.
So
If we
Ma-
recruit an
Yeah.
NPC
Mavis
dwarf,
could wield it, but it would only be a +3 Warhammer. She
That's
doesn't
still
get the
pretty
extra
good.
stuff.
I get a
That's-
friend who's only
Yeah.
one less intelligent than me.
Yeah, I
We
think
could
maybe
talk
she
about
get
dumb
it
things together.
just because I mean the rarity of the blunt weapon is
Agreed completely.
yeah.
Who
Let
lost their
her
weapon last time? Then it was Dentry. Do you want a +2 Warhammer Dentry?
Yeah, I mean, I got.
It's
Yeah.
not a judgmental or intelligent one, so anybody can use it.
Right now, I've got my +1 bastard sword of Bane, but I will gladly take a backup weapon.
It's a +2 Warhammer, and so it's 1d6 +2 for damage.
Sweet.
Okay, and then I'll make this one. That is awesome.
He
If we find a dwarf, we'll give it over.
he points. Well, let's see. Yeah, he points to Dentry, and he tells Dentry that he wields that bastard sword that he is wielding is Blood Sweep.
The hell? Has a name?
Got a cool name.
yeah.
Blood Sweep.
I run over. Tell me more. Tell me more.
It is a +1 bastard sword that is +3 versus shape changers.
Wow, who would have known?
So it is a bane weapon against shape changers.
Dang.
You wouldn't happen to know where like a rumored vault or anything would be. I'll explain to him about how we're going to try to find these
The loot?
this other city
Or-
where the throne was. We need to get access mountain to the other city to where because the other guy went to go establish his kingdom. Man, he has a name, and my character knows it.
Yes.
Yeah, we don't know where to go.
Nothram
So maybe he
Spawn.
knows.
Yeah, we're trying to find Nothram spawn, and we believe that was shit that happened back in your day. Can you point on the map where
He
Nothram?
says, I know not what happened to Nothram Spawn. I
Oh,
heard that he had gone off to found his own dwarven citadel, but I was at that point already dead and in the service of Vuslux. He says, you before leaving, you must seal me back into my tomb. If you do not, we will meet again under less glorious circumstances.
So we just need to scramble up the rose pattern. After
I
we
mean,
lock them
I
in.
can disable the rose pattern so people can't reopen it if you'd like.
We could take a piece of it.
Yeah, we could take all the electrum out of the tiles.
There's I mean, there's like, maybe 5 electrum pieces worth of electrum. I mean, it's just filigree. There's not a lot
Yeah,
there. But I don't necessarily know that would disable it. He just says that you must seal me back into my tomb.
Right. Is your shield special too? Can we have it?
It is not special.
Well, that sucks. very disappointing. I thought 7 years tangent. I'm just joking, but yeah, we'll see. Jack.
All right, let's seal him back up.
Yeah, that sounds fine to me.
And
Really?
you seal him as you're sealing him back up. He says, "Remember, beware of the wicked tongue of Vuslux. He is deceptive." And the lights in his eyes flicker out, and as he lays back down in his crypt.
Okay.
Rest in peace, you treacherous one.
Oh, poor guy.
Yeah, thanks for the hammer.
So Mavis, you
And then
get
information about blood sweep.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you get
we got some lore.
you get Thraster Leg, and as soon as you hold Thraster Leg, you get an empathic projection of kind of a sense of disappointment and a little bit of disdain because you're not a
Aw.
dwarf.
I thought it's because of who I was, like my personality.
No, it's just because you're a human. Like, ugh.
I'm like, oh, they don't like me because I'm human. That's new. That's a new reason to be disliked. All right, let's roll with it.
It not
Yeah.
necessarily disliked, but there is like a disappointment and a humans.
We'll get you to a dwarf, buddy. You just wait. That's what I'll say. Don't you worry.
Where would you like to go from here?
Oh, we have to go down this other hallway, don't we? I
We
mean,
can go there, or we could see where the source of the water is from, but that seems more like a return trip kind of thing. Or maybe the map doesn't go that far. Yeah, let's go down.
So you're disabling the puzzle.
Yes.
yes.
Borman, go ahead and make a traps check. Okay. So
I succeeded.
yeah, you turn all the tiles, and you are you permanently disabling, or are you just turning all the tiles and locking them in?
Oh no, I'm going to permanently disable it.
Okay. So yeah, you use some metal spikes, and you kind of spike them into place, and so some of the tiles can't turn, thus not being able to complete the rose pattern.
What would happen if someone opened it up, like forced it open without completing the puzzle?
Probably bad things.
It's highly magical,
He's
but they sealed him in. Yeah.
he's really dangerous.
Well, good. I'm happy we did that. I'm going to check for traps as we go along to this door here.
Okay.
We roll. There's no traps. I'm going to go ahead and see if this door is locked.
Oh man, you're lucky. Okay. The door is locked.
Well, let's turn around and go back.
Is it really locked, though?
So yeah, you unlock the door, but Dentry.
Did I step on a trap?
You did.
Some bitch. So I was here. That's where I was when it happened.
So a scything blade comes down from the ceiling and hits Dentry for 6 points of damage.
Shit.
Like nicks.
I was so happy about my new sword, I forgot to be
nicks
careful.
the right side of his face, barely taking off his head, and like shaves off a good section of skin.
Sorry about that. There. I was too busy looking at the floor. But I'll recheck the hallway for traps now.
Nope, you still don't see the trap. In fact, you can't even find the scything blade.
Yeah. Like, well, there you
what
go.
got you?
And then I'll continue looking for traps, probably terribly, along the hallway here as we're creeping along.
Gentry would like to look for traps too now.
Gentry can roll a d6.
After that shit, I'm like, maybe I should do the looking. You said roll a d6, right? Yeah, because I have any success with that.
Nope, Gentry is not able to find any traps.
Are you sure?
So, Borman, you move to the bottom of this hallway, and you see that there is this hallway seems like it's been carved fairly straight, but then this at the southern end of this hallway, heading to the east, there's a much rougher passage that is cut through that goes to the east.
Did Jackson see the thing happen to Gentry?
Probably yes.
All right, hey guys, I think there's a problem here. We should be walking carefully around this part.
Get kill everybody.
Yeah, just step where other people step.
But not where Gentry.
Yeah.
All
Wow.
right. So, where are you going, Borman?
I'm gonna look for traps. Oh, that's not what I'm wanting to roll.
You
Damn
found
it.
21 traps.
Man, that would have been a great one for a treasure. That's terrible. Looking for traps, moving forward.
Okay, yeah. I don't know. Let's see. What does it say? It says you do find another trap right here.
That's to disable it.
This is another scything blade. And yeah, you see that there's another scything blade in the ceiling, so you secure it with another iron spike. And so it takes you about 10 minutes. You secure the trap. And at the end of this hall, from your you're not using a torch, right? You're using your eye.
That's correct.
Okay. So through the eye at the end of this hallway, you see that there is another crypt door. It looks just like all of the other stone crypt doors in this.
It's gonna be hard to top the last one.
Yeah.
It's pretty great.
This ought to be good. Malachi's gonna look for traps for you. Follow the way.
Yeah, no, he didn't see shit.
Yeah, so if you've got to roll for him, roll for him because he's got to follow.
No, he's good. No, Dentry already got Dentry found the trap.
Okay.
We used to play DDO, and I always played the rogue. And if you fail that check, you're like, oh, well, just don't worry, just send Chris in first. He'll one way or the other, he'll find the trap.
All right. Well, they're looking for traps on the door and seeing if it's locked.
The door is locked.
What is
it really?
Okay, so you unlock the door.
I will tell everybody that the door is being opened as Malachi steps up kind of right in this area.
And
it's like an altar or something.
Yep, there's going to be stuff in here. Let's see. Interesting. Huh. All right.
That looks pretty fancy.
I can work with this. I think. And now this isn't really what this looks like. So you open the door, Borman. You pick the lock, and you open the door, and on the other side of there is an altar in the middle of this room. Very old stone altar. This room, the ceiling has kind of had. It seems like there's been a lot of water drippage through the ceiling, and the water, the heavy mineral content has formed stalactites on the ceiling. The ceiling in this room it looks like it was originally about 10 feet tall, but because of the stalactites, it is now approximately 8 feet tall and very spiky. But oddly, there doesn't seem to be any stalagmites on the floor, so it's like they have something has either cleared the room or the water hasn't dripped down enough for these stalactites to form stalagmites on the floor. And you see something on the other side of this altar. You can't quite get a full vision of it, but it seems like it's hunched over and just kind of. It looks like it sounds like it's chewing on something.
Ooh, that's disturbing.
We should probably kill it.
Do we have light yet, or is it you still just doing the whole I see in the dark thing?
So well, I know somebody's carrying a light. I thought
Malachi carries a light.
Yeah,
a lantern.
Malachi had cast light on something, I think.
Yeah.
As you're sitting there, you see what looks like an eye stalk or a tentacle
Ew.
pop up over the altar and look right at you, and you realize that this is an Audiug.
I don't know what that is. Oh no.
Wow. Cool. I'll let your dad know. Yeah, he's playing his game right now. Yeah.
Everybody roll initiative. D6 plus your dex.
Fantastic. Thanks for the update. All right. Well, I'm offended that you're not going to do it on my birthday. And please know that's a joke. All right.
So yes, for Christmas, my wife got me the Vorpal Almanac, which has a bunch of fancy swords in it. This one is Netherfang, and yeah, it's really good so far. And at the back are tables for minor powers and
Cool.
annoying traits and things like that for creating not just intelligent weapons, but like magic weapons that actually have some kind of flavor to them and personality. Not necessarily like the hammer, Thrasterleg, because it is actually intelligent, but you know, they have a will of their own, being magical. Okay.
It'd be cool if humans made fucking magic items.
They do.
What the hell? Well, I'm just being sarcastic.
All right, Borman. So you see this eye stalk pop up. What do you want to do?
I would like to smite it to go back to where it came. As I 5, 10, 15, 20. Can I get behind it? Kind of. I don't know how big it is.
Let me. This should be correct. Yes, this should be correct. What's your movement and counter movement rate?
It'll be 20, but I mean, I guess if I could get to right there, couldn't
Yeah,
I
I
kinda
would say
get
20
right
feet
here?
would put you right there.
Yeah.
That's close enough.
And I just kind of want to swing around and hit it in the back of the head, with my frostbrand.
Go ahead.
All right. So this will be +8
Jesus.
on that dandy. All right.
Yeah, you hit.
All right. So 1 plus 2 is 3. You double that from the back attack, and I get 6.
Okay.
Yeah, 6 points of damage. I become visible, and I say, "Fuck you."
So yeah, the one thing about playing Baldur's Gate 3, the game is great. The game is fantastic, beautiful game. I mean, of course, I'm playing on ultra settings, but the one thing that it really, really, really highlights is what an absolutely terrible clusterfuck 5th edition rules are. Like they are a mess. So the action economy, first of all, it's like, Jesus Christ. So you've got your action, you've got your bonus action, you got your movement. My God, why didn't they, if they wanted to do something like that, why didn't they just copy the action economy out of Traveler? I mean, you don't need to have bonus actions. You can move on a minor action, and you can take either 3 minor actions, or you can take a significant action and a minor action. That's it, you're done. I don't understand this clusterfuck. The other thing that I find annoying, and this is actually something, you see all these posts, oh my God, if you want to play a 5th edition video game, Baldur's Gate 3 is exactly 5th edition. No, it's not. Because in Baldur's Gate 3, with a bonus action, you can drink a potion. That is not rules as written.
No,
Drinking a potion is a full action.
But I sure like that.
Yeah, I mean, it has saved our ass multiple times, but,
I play a thief, man. I get 2 bonus actions.
Oh, and here's the other one. So, okay, this came up last night. We hadn't looked up what they consider rules for Featherfall or Fly. I drank one of my characters drank a potion of Fly. It didn't let me fly. I could not fucking fly to save my life. It wouldn't do it. The one of her characters said, "Well, shit," because so our paladin, dwarf paladin, gets knocked off the cliff. Of course, not only was she dead, but she then took falling damage on top of it for an additional 2 death saves failures, and she's laying flat on her back on the ground. The rogue warlock was going to drink a potion of Featherfall, jump off the cliff, and use a scroll of Revivify because he wasn't close enough to use that on her. So he drinks the potion of Featherfall, jumps off the cliff, and promptly takes 12 fucking points of falling damage because the Featherfall didn't do shit. Well, come to find out, you can't do anything with Featherfall unless you're already falling. You have to be already falling, then drink the potion of Featherfall as a reaction in order for it to take effect. And I'm like, so what? It just turns into piss if I drink it any other time? What the fuck is that?
That's really strange.
And technically speaking, that is rules as written. Featherfall is a reaction-only spell. And I'm like, that's fucking retarded. I mean, what happens if you're out of combat and you just, do it? Of course, I mean, it lasts for 9 rounds. What the fuck? Just jump. I don't see how anybody who has Fly or Featherfall in them could possibly ever take falling damage. But
So if you jump and then as a reaction while you're in the air drink the potion, would that count?
I don't know. I don't know that. So I think the cliff was only like 30 feet tall. I don't know that it would have been enough. I don't think there was enough time for them to have a reaction. I think they would have hit the ground, kind of like pulling your parachute too late, you know? Yeah, so fifth edition is so frustratingly dumb, but that's my bitch and moan for fifth edition. Other than that, the game's great. The game is great despite the system, not because of it. That's the end result of that. Malachi, what would you like to do?
Malachi is going to my dice out of the way. Kind of step forward and get in there. I've got 30 foot of movement, so that's fine. And I mean, is this
Yeah,
thing big?
That's only 18 feet.
Yeah, is this thing big?
Yeah, it is 8 feet around. It's probably a little bigger than this.
Right. If I shot my crossbow at it, would I have a high chance of hitting Mormon or?
You would have a 50-50 chance of hitting Borman, but also both Borman and the Audiog have partial cover, so you'd be at a -2 to hit because this altar is in the way.
Then I'm just gonna stand out of the way and hold the light.
Okay. You're like, here, I have a lantern. I'll help. Dentry, what would you like to do?
All right. Dentry, knowing that that's just far away, is gonna move up to. Let's see, I can get about here. That's 20 feet. All right, Dentry's gonna run in, but like do like a little like jaunt this way
Okay.
to hopefully get like the back end of the creature maybe,
Yeah, I'd allow that.
and then throwing axe from here.
Okay.
So let's see how that goes. I'm assuming not well then.
Your Thaco 17, right?
Yeah, still 17.
And what's your Dex modifier?
None.
Oh, no, you miss. Your axe bounces off the back wall and flings back into your hand.
Sure.
The Audiog is going to try to mow on Borman, I think. But no, it does have light sensitivity, but it specifically says bright light, daylight, and continual light. So no, the light from Malachi isn't going to affect it. As it makes an attack on Borman, you feel like an icy knife has dug into your brain, and you hear the Audiog. You can tell that it's directly coming from the Audiog. The Audiog says, fresh meat, and makes its attack with 2 tentacles. It's Thaco. 13. So yes, it hit -3.
Well, that sucks. Guess we'll find out how tough this thing is. You know?
And it gets to... Yeah, it's going to suck. So, on this attack, you take 4 points of tentacle damage, and you need to make a save versus poison. A death save. Roll higher than your death save.
Okay. I need to roll higher than a 13.
Ooh, nice. So you saved, and then the second tentacle attack is tentacular. It's AC 2.
No, I'm -2.
Okay, and then it is going to try to bite you. Yep, wrong dice.
That's a miss.
And it misses with its bite attack.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
Well,
It's got this like octopus like beak, and it chomps at you, but your armor deflects it at the last second. Alora, what would you like to do?
Let's move. Mm,
My wife also got me for Christmas a new hoodie with the original Dungeons and Dragons
oh,
box
yeah.
on it. Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
I got her a hoodie too that it's got a Dwarven stone-like pattern on it that says Moradin's kin or something like that.
that's
So it's just one of
cool.
those situations where your hoodie is going to become her hoodie.
Well, that's why I got her that one. She said she wanted an oversized hoodie. I'm like, all right, I'm buying you a 5X. She doesn't wear a 5X, but it is big. Yeah, it's quite. And the one that she got me is slightly oversized too, which I prefer. I don't like a hoodie
Yeah.
that just fits. I want it to be big.
I moved up here. I don't know if I can do a whole lot more than that. The things in the way.
I mean, if you tried to throw your knife, you'd be at -2 to hit, but also 50-50 chance of either hitting the Audiog or Borman.
I'll just sub at me. Are you such a
Yeah. So when it bites somebody, it's got a beak, so it takes a chunk and then it doesn't like latch on like those badgers, right?
Oh God, no, no, the
Okay,
fucking
good.
badgers, man, Jesus,
Yeah, that sucks. Then.
the pit bull
Okay.
badgers.
I made it this far, and I don't think it has testicles, so
Yeah,
I'm out of luck.
I don't think. Yeah, I don't know.
Does not seem like it.
Probably not. It just has a cloaca.
Yeah, that seems appropriate.
Jackson, what would you like to do?
Alrighty. Jackson's going to use the plethora of movement to
And I
get to
guess the
behind.
Audiog needs to see if it even knows that you're there. It does not know that you're there.
Okay. With my plethora of movement, I would like to get behind it.
Don't
Being a
forget,
ranger,
so Jackson, Dentry, Malachi, and Alora. Actually, I don't think you guys are blessed anymore.
Okay, I was not
the whole interaction with the
counting
tomb.
it.
Hold on here. Let me remove that. I forgot about that. Because it's been, at this point, it's
Probably an hour.
been another
6 weeks.
damn near an hour, almost an hour and a half. So, yeah, that would be gone.
All right.
I was
Alrighty.
really depending on that.
Being a ranger, would I have any idea of this thing's weaknesses?
You might. You can roll a wisdom. Your choice, either wisdom or intelligence ability check. You want to roll under your score. And you
So I'm
can,
going to go for wisdom because it's just slightly better.
if you've got a plus, you can subtract that from D20. Nice. You know that the beak, the bite, has a possibility of causing victims to contract a fatal like sewer rot disease.
Ooh.
It is sensitive to light, bright light, that it will suffer a -2 penalty to attack rolls and a -1 penalty to AC when in bright light, such as daylight or a continual light spell. You know that they are telepathic and can communicate non-verbally with any sentient creature. And you know that Audiugs generally will usually have, not every case, but a lot of times they will have a symbiotic relationship with an even more powerful creature. Essentially, they're like gelatinous cubes in that gelatinous cubes keep a dungeon clean, whereas Audiugs live off the dung and carcasses of a larger creature's victim. So a lot of times you'll find an Audiug at the bottom of a assessment. That isn't the case here, though. And there are rumors that you've heard that say that there are rare and highly intelligent predatory Audiugs.
Ooh,
Ooh.
highly intelligent, eh?
All right. Well, I shout out to the party. Watch out for the beak. You don't want that thing to get you. After I make my attack,
Yeah,
I shout that out.
the sewer rot disease is generally fatal and will kill somebody in 1d12 days.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, thank God we got people that can cure that shit.
Right, right.
That's a 9 plus 11. Not plus 11. It's an 11.
Nope, that is a miss. Yeah, you
Yeah.
swing and the eye stalk kind of ducks, and Jackson is now visible.
Wasted my one invisible attack because I just like la 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 la.
Yes. Mavis, what are you doing?
Wanting to run in the room and my thing when I get to it. My new weapon.
Okay. Well, you can't throw the new weapon because you're not a dwarf. But
Yeah, I'm not there yet, but I'm looking to see.
yeah, you get
Hey,
you get this emotion from the hammer from Thrasterlig that it seems amused.
well, okay, if it hates light, maybe no wait, I'm out of spell slots for guiding bolt. Damn it. Okay. Yeah, never mind. I can just move towards it. I'll beat it down soon.
Okay. Borman, what would you like to do?
Well, my initial thing I was going to do is I was going to swing and back up so everybody could do ranged attacks, but that's not the case. So now
I mean,
I will.
you could do a fighting withdrawal. It doesn't have you in a grip.
I understand, but then that just leaves Samuel to sit here and fight the fucking beast.
True.
That's okay. If Dentry comes up, he'll give him the -2.
That's true.
Yeah, well, we'll see how it works. Let's see here, 12, and so I'll hit AC 5.
That is a miss, and it blocks with one of its tentacles.
All right.
Malachi.
Malachi, now hearing about all the dangers and everything, is thinking that perhaps there's more danger here than what he originally thought.
Maybe I don't want to be in this room. I'm going to rethink my life decisions.
Well, no. It just means that we now have something a little bit more deadly. And so I'm going to use a magic user scroll of magic missile.
Okay. Can do.
Let me look at what fucking magic missile is.
It's 1d6 plus 1 damage.
Okay, then easy enough. 1d6 plus 1, and I no longer have any magic missile capabilities.
So he's going to take 3.
Yeah, zap.
Okay.
And I'll be like, die, you fuck.
So this blue glowing dart slams into the Audiug. Dentry.
Dentry will run up to here, so I have a clear attack on it now, and I will swing the bastard sword.
Okay, so that is plus 1 to attack and damage.
Yeah.
If only it was a shape changer.
Oh, nat
Oh,
20.
maximum damage.
That is a D8 plus 5.
So is Dentry using a shield?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, it is. Let's see. That's 9 points.
Well, no, because I got my strength bonus. Plus, I have my bonus for the sword, weapon specialist.
Right.
So it's a D8 plus the strength plus the weapon specialist plus the bastard sword.
So what's the total?
I think it's D8
Right.
plus
Yeah. What's your total
4.
bonus? So 12. Nice.
Yes.
So Dentry's
Wow.
bastard sword digs deep into this Audiag. He swings with that and cuts off one of the tentacles,
Nice.
and it's on the ground flopping around on its own.
Yeah.
The Audiag.
Put the fuck away.
It's going to continue its assault on Borman. Oh no, it's going to change its attention to Dentry because of Dentry's ability. So it's going to make one tentacle attack and one bite attack on Dentry. Tentacle. Oh no! Womp womp. Dentry, you can make a free attack on the Audiog.
Heck yeah.
But you are unsuccessful. And it is then going to try and bite you. I doubt that did anything. Yeah,
Nope.
no, it would have hit AC 7. So the beak comes in and Dentry holds up his shield and its beak bounces off his shield. Allura.
Let's see more. We're not like super fucked, right? Like this thing is hurting pretty bad, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's missing one of its tentacles now, and, there's blood squirting out from that stump. But yeah, it's hurting pretty bad considering. It's still
Okay.
formidably dangerous, but
All right. I feel like trying to throw the dagger. I really do.
go for it.
Okay. Great. That's fine. Where is 9 is not gonna
Oh, no. A 9 isn't going to hit fucking anything, I don't think. Yeah, 9 hits nothing. The dagger goes wide, like, over the heads of everybody and clangs off the walls, bounces back into Allura's hand.
I just feel dumb for trying now.
Jackson.
Jackson will again try to swing with the Vorpal. Let's go.
Oh!
Hey.
That was with the Vorpal.
There was, but I don't know if this thing's got a head or not.
It's got an eye.
Yeah.
At the very least, it'll become blind if you cut the eye thing off, or if you cut the beak off.
Let me... What does this say? It says... Hmm. Yeah, that's pretty fucking good. I would say, I don't think an audio really has a head, but I agree. I think that it is probably, you probably cut off the eye stalk, which of course, isn't good for it. So yeah, you swing your Vorpal and you just cut that eye stalk right off at the base, and the eye
Nice.
stalk drops to the ground. There's blood spurting out, and Borman, you can hear in your mind this screech from this Audiog, who is now blind. And if I remember, so there is something good about blindness. Let's see here. In this case,
You automatically learn sign language.
yes, yes, that's exactly what happens.
You'll need it.
I'm just double checking this, but
Uh,
not finding what I want, so I shall search.
Did I do damage against it though, as well?
Yes, you did.
Okay, that's 10 points of damage.
That was 10 points?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, hold on. Just a second.
Just want to make sure that we didn't forget that part. Like, oh, it's dead anyway.
So, to tell us, a blind creature cannot attack.
Oh.
So, and this is from the, so this is something, something that clerics can do with the light spell. You can cast, so when you cast light, you pick something that you're casting light on. Usually it's the top of a staff or a sword, whatever, and that casts light. But you can choose to cast light on the eyes of a creature, causing it to be blinded, because it can't see then. And in which case, the creature is then blind and cannot attack.
they'll be blinded by the light.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. So
No lucky swings after that.
so with your dealing 10 points and cutting off the eye stalk, the Audia does indeed fall dead into a pool of blood.
Sweet. I didn't get
That's
to try out my
key.
hammer, but that's okay.
The Audiog itself has nothing, but you kind of pushing the kicking the corpse and whatnot. You see that it was chewing on another corpse, and the corpse that it was chewing on, the head of the corpse, and it doesn't look. I mean, it doesn't look good because the Audiog was mowing on it, but one of the things that you immediately notice is that the top of the skull has a hole in it. I mean,
Nasty.
something went through the top of the head and sucked out everything inside.
And that was not the audio log?
That is not something generally that is a that Audiogs aren't generally known for that. No.
Well, is there anything inside its skull?
Empty.
Oh. Well, did it have stuff in its pockets?
Kent, you would like to point out to the party that was not the audio log that killed it.
It does not have stuff in its pockets. In fact, it doesn't have pockets. It looks like it's just wearing like a burlap bag that holes have been cut in, and it had a rope tied around the waist. It was
slave.
it was actually it was a human male.
I'm going to calmly tell everybody to step the fuck out of the room. And then if everybody steps out of the room, I want to throw the axe at one of those things on the ceiling.
Okay. The axe.
Yeah, I'll get out.
The axe rings off of one of the stalactites and comes back to your hand. Nothing happens.
All right, so
Wash, rinse, repeat with all of them. Dentry will join in.
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah, you guys check out the ceiling. There is nothing there. There's nothing else in this room except for the altar itself.
anything below the altar, around the altar,
So,
side secret components.
so
What happens if we sacrifice the corpse on the altar? Like
So,
put the corpse on the altar?
so yeah, saying what Borman checking out this altar, you notice a couple of things. First of all, the top of the altar. I mean, this altar looks very old, and it has weathered somewhat. And so, but looking at it fairly closely, you can see that at one time this altar was fairly well engraved, and you can see that the engraving is very strange looking. You haven't seen anything quite like it. The engraving looks like it was engraved to look almost like tentacles, and in the middle of these tentacles all kind of come together. You can make out what used to be an engraving of a skull. On the surface of the altar, it does appear that there is very old bloodstains.
Oh, so you sacrifice the creature, you sacrifice somebody, and you say some stuff, and they become one of these things.
Or summon one or something.
Right, and then we kill it and get the experience. We could just like get a small village of people and just sneak them in one at a time, farm them out.
That'll make us really popular.
The townsfolk would love us. Oh, that'd be so good. But yeah, if it doesn't have any valuables, I'm going to suggest that we go to the town, rest up, and leave in the morning.
Well, you're hold on. I'm still adding something here.
Oh, add away unless it's creature.
Something bad.
Yeah, we'd like the good stuff to be added and not the bad. The bad should be subtracted or divided. But you can't divide the bad if there is no bad. You can't divide by 0.
So Borman is looking over this altar, and he wanted to know if there was anything behind or under the altar, and indeed there is. He finds,
who has the right?
Oh, I need.
That's a 1 million gold piece diamond.
What was that treasure map? What type was it?
8.
Okay. So Borman kind of looks under the altar, and the way this altar is designed, it kind of goes down, and there is a almost like it's almost designed like a desk. So the bottom part is curves in and is kind of hollowed out, and there is a stone trap door beneath it, and he lifts that up and looks in, and there is a pile of gold pieces.
I like the word pile.
It's a lot of gold pieces. I can't hear you, Borman.
Is this the crown treasure of the treasure map?
So yes, you find 22,000 gold pieces. Now, There is a
Well,
problem with that in that that is
way more than we
22,000
can carry.
coins worth of weight. So how much can you carry?
Well, I have an almost empty bag of holding.
Okay.
I mean, I have a statue, a crown, 5 gems worth 50, and then 4 pieces of jewelry.
So
I have a
let-
crown, 5 gems, a statue, and 4 pieces of jewelry.
So
That's
a
it.
bag of holding can hold up to 10,000 coins of weight. So I'm sorry, what was in the bag of holding again?
I have a crown, 5 gems, and 4 pieces of jewelry.
So I would say that you can fill the rest of the bag, and this would be completely full with 9,500 gold pieces.
I'll do that.
Okay.
But Brian still has to write it down.
Yeah, I'm doing the math here to separate what you can carry from what you can't. You said 9,500.
Yes.
Okay, that still leaves 12,500 that we need to be able to carry somehow.
Correct.
Okay. Well, I mean, we're still in town, technically, and so, I mean,
We
So-
need anything?
we just need to be able to transport it a short distance, right?
So it would be there is the small problem since you are actually in Zlatoheim. If you were to try to hire somebody to come and try to help you cart it out, or if they knew where this gold came from, they would probably be a little upset because you basically broke into one of their crypts.
I was thinking of. I'm looking for the spectral steed.
Still have our horses and stuff, right?
Oh yeah. We got a goat. Not
We
one
got
of
the
our-
goat, plus we have our steeds that are just chilling at this place.
Yeah.
Which goat we
I
got?
say we just make a few trips.
Got me a traveling goat.
Yeah. You could use the trap.
Strap some stuff to it, I think.
Here, let me go to the figurines of power.
Traveling goat. And then I can take 3,000 on a spectral steed
So the
that I can summon.
traveling goat.
How much is a floating
Yeah, the
disc?
traveling goat. You could. It says. It doesn't say how much it can carry, but I would imagine it'd be similar to a horse. What does a horse carry? So a horse can carry up to 4,500 coins unencumbered, and up to 9,000 at half speed. So the goat, you could load up the goat with 9,000 coins, and it would be able to move at half of its speed.
All right, and then the rest can go in the other bag of holding, right? If we went goat mode,
Well, what's in the other bag of holding?
Brian has the list.
That's
So
the
if-
gold.
Yeah, we
You
have
said the
we
gold.
have-
So that would leave 3,500 gold pieces.
Wait, that's assuming the other bag of holding is empty, right?
No, the one that I have empty, I took 9,500 of them, and
Right.
then the goat can handle. What did
So
you say?
This is it can handle 9,000 gold pieces, and it would cut its movement in half. So
Yeah. So that's 18,500 gold pieces, and so we need room for that. Is there room for that in the other bag of holding?
no,
It-
it would only
No,
it would only leave
In your bag
3,000.
of-
It would only leave 3,500. Because you
We
put
have-
9,500 in the first bag of holding, you put 9,000 on the goat of traveling, and then which will also remove one of the uses of the goat of traveling if that's what you want to do, and then
Yeah.
3,500 would have to go into the second bag of holding.
How much can we as individuals carry?
I have a spectral steed that can knock out 3,000.
Well, you mean you could divide up the 3,500. Let's see here. Which would, yeah, that would be 583
I
gold
could.
pieces each and 3 silver each.
Floating disc carries 5,000 gold coins.
A
And
floating
I have
disc would be kind of obvious. We don't want that one.
okay.
Like, as much as that would be great, we come out of here with a floating disc full of gold.
So
That's gonna
if each of you took 582 gold pieces, it would, for your movement, carrying treasure. So if you are wearing light armor, your movement would become 60 feet, 20 feet. If you're wearing heavy armor, your movement would become 30 feet, 10 feet.
So
Well,
we
I
would
mean,
have virtually no movement left, but we could carry it out as is.
Correct.
Because the other bag is already full of gold.
Correct.
We could, yeah.
And then, so hold on.
But you say your spectral steed could carry some, so that wouldn't be as
Yeah.
obvious.
My spectral steed can carry 3,000 gold pieces, 3,000 coins.
So that leaves us at just 500 to split if we do it that way.
That would be easy. That's just 100 per person. Plus somebody gets off. The weakest strength one doesn't even have to participate.
I mean, if Dentry carries anything else, he's gonna be moving slow.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you would be encumbered with treasure, but
Yeah. Is there anything else in the treasure trove?
there is.
Well, we might
Okay,
be
now we
getting
got
a
to talk
floating
about
disc.
what else we can carry.
Yeah, that we could also just shuttle it with the bags of holding.
We
Like
could do
give
that, just
Alora a
take 2
ring of
trips.
yeah. We could give
Because the one
Alora.
bag of holding I have right now that's carrying all the gold, that one is full.
Yep, and then my secondary one is the one that I've been carrying gems and shit in. It's now full.
Yeah, mine was full before. Mine got full like just before we got here.
What
Yeah,
we should go by gems then when we get out of here to
Yeah.
save room.
That's what I'm thinking. We'll go
Well,
buy a bunch of gems.
we cleared the dungeon. We could make trips. We could
Yeah.
make trips and buy gems.
True.
I
It would
like
probably
that idea
waste the
very
whole
much.
day, but like it's all the stuff's gone. Nothing's gonna kill us as far as I can tell.
Yeah. So let's go buy a bunch of gems and free up
That's
space.
the
Yeah, and then come
That's the
back.
corpse smell off of the money first, so
Yeah.
they don't know where we got it, and get some gems.
Yeah.
So, Borman, roll a d4.
Making me do it.
Okay. And
4.
who wants to roll percentage?
I've done it too many times today.
Okay, I'll do it.
Yeah. I will roll high on a percentage, I feel it.
That's good, I think.
It is good.
13 better be good, damn. Because if it's not, then I have no hope for us ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are going to like that. In the hoard, you do find a single small gem. When you look at it, it seems to be of inconsequential value.
However,
We'll have to do intelligence checks by looking at it. The smart people need to roll a d20.
Or you could do a detect magic on it, whatever. Ooh.
Well, that's below Malachi's. That's Malachi's intelligence right there.
So Malachi realizes he kind of reaches down and snatches it up, and he holds it up into his light, and it's like a just a muddy brownish color, and he says, "This is a periapt."
ooh,
I don't know what that is. I'll admit it.
So periapts are small gems that will usually by whoever claims them and wants to use them, will float around the user's head, and there are different periapts
Oh.
that
That's
bestow a
cool.
magical effect.
Okay, let's all roll a D100, and whoever gets the highest, gets to pick which of their characters has a random gem doing something random around their head everywhere we go. So, is that fair?
I'm down for that.
All right, yeah.
Mavis and Alora it is.
Yeah, Mavis or Laura. There you go.
One time rolling low is bad.
Yeah, I was middle of the pack.
So,
Okay.
which one is going to take it, Alora or Mavis?
Probably Mavis. She needs more help.
Okay. So Mavis kind of claims this thing, and she kind of tosses it up in the air, and it glows with this faint, muddy, almost like a dried blood glow, and it floats around her head. And this is a periapt of wound closure.
Oh.
Small gem of apparently inconsequential value, which protects its possessor against wounding. Well, here, hold on. I will do it this way. Wait, what the fuck? Why did that not? Did no work. Again. Okay. There we go. All right. And there it is. While you're ogling that, I will be right back.
So if we already have increased healing, does this mean that character gets even more increased healing?
So what kind of increased healing do you have?
Don't we have like the witch or whatever who doubles our healing when we rest?
Yeah, as long as she forages for healing herbs, she can double your long rest per day. So in this case, with somebody who has so that would be essentially it's 2D with the witch. If she forages for healing herbs, she can make salves and kind of patch you guys up before you go to sleep, which gives you 2d3 hit points per day of rest. This would give you 2d3. This would give you 4d3 hit points per day of rest.
Nice.
That's super healing.
And now the way that it's worded, the character can heal magically non-healable damage normally. Now, Mavis is the healer. So does that mean that Mavis can heal anybody with this non-magically shit, or does it mean only
her?
Okay, well, I was
just
trying.
means our healer can be in the thick of it and be a little bit less worried about how much damage she takes.
Yeah, that's fine with me. Yeah, I like that.
Are you talking? Because we can't hear you, Cameron. You're muted, I think.
Sorry, I was gonna say, I thought you guys would want me to give it to a tank character, but I'll keep it If that's
No,
the consensus.
the
Okay.
dice have spoken.
Alright.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
will be right back.
Plus, the way I look at it is both of our tanky characters have pretty good ACs,
yeah,
whereas you tend to be in the thick of it as well, but without the high AC, so you'll actually take damage.
Yeah, that's true.
And you're immune to bleeding, which would be awesome.
yeah.
Non-healable damage. The character can heal magically. Non-healable damage normally.
I don't
What's
know
that
where on
mean?
the sheet to put this. It means like if the spell or something says this damage can't be healed with like a magic spell, but if you have the rock, yeah, you can. I guess.
Yeah.
We haven't ran
Ah,
or ever. I haven't really ran into that.
Yeah,
gotcha.
I
Okay,
do,
so this
but
lets you heal stuff that you wouldn't normally be able to heal.
yeah, we've said it 5 times now. I mean, maybe if it happens, we'll remember to look at the damn rock. Well, I mean, in theory, if you just put the rock, the document's always going to be there on the roll 20 in the journal thing.
I always forget to look there. Okay, I
Oh,
think I have it all
that's
written down.
yeah, that's where I go to look at my frost brand.
That's a good idea.
Because yeah, I mean, the character sheet is full. I got crazy shit all over Borman's stuff, and
Keeping track
Malachi's starting to
everything
get
is crazy.
yeah. That was real fun Wednesday with Operation Buttfinger.
Yeah, that's true. That was pretty well.
I'm gonna pretend that I understood what the hell that was about.
Well, we were taking over this big starship. It's a traveler. I mean, it's really like the equivalent of taking over a Star Destroyer from the Empire in Star Wars. I mean, it's a big fucking ship, lots of guns, and we snuck up on that motherfucker and we boarded it. And their first realization that we were there was when we were approaching the engineering department, and so we started fighting and taking over the ship, and I ended up getting into the computer core, and I reset all the logins to all the computer systems. So like if you wanted to scan or whatever, you'd have to re-log in, and I told Cameron's husband, his character, that his login was anal finger, and then everybody started laughing, and then it got turned into butt finger, and the next thing you know, that was like Operation Butt Finger. It was taking
Yeah.
Got it.
this
We
shit.
snuck in there.
Yeah,
We didn't even notice.
we were shocking like a finger in the anus.
That's right. It was
It's
fun.
okay as long as you yell surprise.
Yeah, well, we did. We surprised shit out. Yeah, sure did.
So you guys load up your loot, and you can start trekking your way back out of this dungeon. Keep in mind you are encumbered.
Well, we will go really slow and stay relatively grouped together. And,
I'll just complain the whole way. That's how you'll know I'm encumbered.
We're gonna have to do some shuttling to get across the thing.
Oh yeah, with the witch. That's
All
true.
right.
The broom.
You get up to here,
Oh no. And something happens?
and something happens.
That's not allowed.
But we're
I
all
would not
grouped.
be in the front.
Right, we're all grouped together though.
We're hugging.
Yeah. Well, we did say that we were traveling together.
We'll hold hands. That'll be fun.
Low numbers.
Ain't nothing saying we can't set the bags down before combat to get our movement back.
That's right.
Like we got no movement while we're carrying them, but we can set all that stuff down with a quickness.
Okay.
Ah, random encounter.
And it says. Everybody roll a d6.
Every character, every person.
Every character. 2.
It's that weird thing again where I can't hear.
So, let's see here. Dentry, who rolled the 1?
Gentry.
So Dentry is surprised.
Malachi is surprised.
Mavis and Alora, are you back?
She probably just refreshed.
And
Yeah, I refreshed because I couldn't hear you. Are we rolling d6s for surprise?
yes.
Yeah.
All right, I got a 6 for Mavis and 2 for Laura.
So Alora is surprised.
Okay.
And this says 2 yards. So you guys come up, and evidently, you have stumbled upon a random group of 5 blink dogs. Borman is in the lead. Borman, roll 2d6 plus or minus your charisma modifier.
Borman has no charisma modifier. So,
So you got a 4.
yeah.
And as soon as Borman and Mavis kind of step into the room, the one of the blink dogs kind of howls. The other 2 start to growl and drop into a combative stance. They are unfriendly. Everybody can roll initiative.
No wonder Jackson wasn't surprised. He's in the back, but he knows that sound well.
Right.
And yet he still goes last. Damn his lack of dexterity.
Okay. So Malachi is surprised.
Yeah.
Mavis, you see these growling blink dogs. What do you want to do? They are
Run up and
they are dingo-like dogs, and this is a pack of 5 of them.
you gotta run up and smack one.
Okay.
Let's do this. Okay. Been a while. 9. There's no way. Crap. Just whip it.
Yeah, you swing, and the dog kind of yelps and ducks out of the way.
Maybe next time.
Dentry is surprised, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Laura is surprised. Borman, what would you like to do?
Foreman is gonna run up on this one, and we're gonna try to hit.
Go for it.
So that'd be like an 11, and
Borman gets close, but the dog is just a little bit quicker, and the edge of Borman's blade, like, kind of just cuts a little bit of the fur off of the hackles of the top of this dingo-like dog. The blink dogs.
I don't like when he cackles like that, guys.
So these two are going to attack Mavis and Borman first. So and this is the part that you guys are really gonna love, because this is pretty awesome. So on Mavis, he misses, and then the dog blinks away and reappears 1 foot away from Mavis on the opposite side. The dog on Borman misses and blinks 3 feet away over here.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
This dog disappears entirely.
I mean, entirely.
And these two dogs disappear entirely.
I call shenanigans.
Jackson, what would you like to do?
All right, well, Jackson, knowing that this is bad times, kind of moves up next to Malachi and Alora, just in front of them. Has there been enough time that I'm like hidden?
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay. Can they? Or you want to roll to see if they see me?
Yeah, hold on here. They do not see you.
Wonderful. Well, then Jackson will know that he just sucks at bow stuff and come up here and attack instead. Because why use a bow when I know that I suck at bows?
Okay. So you may step up and you may attack.
Oh, you son of a biscuit. You see that? It went from the 15 and it's like, and 7.
Yeah. So you make your attack and appear, but you are you miss. Malachi is surprised, or Malachi is no. So you guys are no longer surprised.
All right. Malachi is gonna step up, kind of right up behind Samuel, and since that guy is now 3 foot away from Borman, he's not in melee, and I can shoot him with my crossbow.
Well, he's still within 5 feet, so yeah, he is.
Oh, and I don't see any of the others. Okay, then I'm going to run up on him and stab him with a dagger.
Go for it.
It's +1 dagger, so
Ooh.
I bet I hit.
Yes, you do hit.
So I'll do 5 points of damage with my +1 dagger.
Okay. Nice. So Malachi
Can I
goes.
make that a? Can I make it like a fighting retreat?
You can.
Then that's what I'm gonna do, and kind of hung up behind Jackson.
So yeah,
Kinda
Malachi
bumping-
bravely runs up and sticks at Splink Dog with his dagger. Dog lets out a yelp. Mavis, what do you want to do?
Oh yeah, it's because of the surprise. Sorry, I was like, did Alora get skipped? Okay, yeah, I'll try and attack again on the one that I'll turn around and attack, I suppose, and get a 17. That seems more likely to work.
Okay. Hold on here. No, that is not right. Right. There we go. There we go. Sorry, my computer's not wanting to do
Swap, right?
do the maths. There we go. All right. So I'm sorry. You got what'd you roll?
17
That hits.
or 7 damage.
Okay. Nice. So Mavis brings her warhammer down, and you crack this dog in the jaw, and the dog kind of whines and flinches away. Dentry, what do you want to do?
Gentry is like, damn it, why am I always in the back when we hit battle? I can probably maybe get up to the front of the battle, about 20 feet. And I'll swing at this doggy.
Okay. Ooh, that's a hit. Nice.
Hey!
That's what, 12?
Oh, yeah, 12. Sorry, not 4. Yeah, 12.
So
He might be dead.
yeah, that dog, your bastard sword cuts this dog pretty deeply, and it is bleeding profusely, whining and limping. Alora, what would you like to do?
It's pretty jammed up, isn't it?
It is. Yeah, I don't know
And
that
I,
you'd be able to even move down that hallway.
but I've seen the dogs teleporting, so I'm just gonna keep an eye on the back of us.
Okay, so you're readying an action.
Yeah, I'm watching R6.
Foreman, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna swing my sword at that hurt dog right next to me.
Okay.
It's +3, whatever it ends up being. So that's 19.
Yep, that's a hit.
That's gonna hit. Again, it's +3. So 5.
Borman, what weapon are you using?
Frostbrand.
So Borman brings his frostbrand down and stabs through the back of the dog, and there's a yelp, and this dog kind of struggles a bit and then goes silent under his blade.
And then I'll just step up even. I'll go around this way and get right here on that one. Move around, Mavis, you know.
Okay.
I'm just getting up on it.
This blink dog is going to attack Mavis. He's gonna try and bite Mavis. That goes 16. He might have succeeded. It's AC 0. Right? That is right. So what's Mavis's AC?
It is 3, so I should
Yes, he is
wait.
gonna hit you, and he bites for a terrifying 1 point of damage.
Nicked my ankle. What the hell?
They're
They're actually chihuahuas. we
yes,
just didn't realize it.
they're blink chihuahuas. There. Back here, Alora and Malachi, a blink dog appears between the two of you. This one here is going to attack Malachi.
AC 5.
Ooh, I don't think he succeeded. He did not succeed. He snaps his jaws, and Malachi definitely steps back. But there, behind Alora, 2 more dogs appear, and they are both going to try and nip at her heels.
She's got a ready to action.
That's right. So she can do her ready to action.
Oh.
I have the rod of parry now.
That would work.
Does that work as a
let's
thing?
see.
I can try and parry it. I don't know if you can parry an at 20 though. It doesn't seem like it's gonna happen.
I think you. Well. Hold on. Let's see here. Rod of parrying. It's 5-foot metal rod. Attacking the rod attacks as a +2 magic item. Instead of attacking, you can choose to parry. You have a readied action, so you can your choice. You can either parry, which will give you a +4 bonus to your AC, although a nat 20 is going to hit. So you can just take a free attack if you want.
Okay, I'll just do an attack.
So you have a +2 to your attack.
Got 11. Probably not gonna work.
What is her Thaco still 19?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're Thaco. I'm sorry.
So, and did you add the +2 to that?
I did.
Okay, so you miss the blink dog. The blink dog hits you for. Oops.
Blink Dog takes a D3 damage for her bone armor.
That's true.
Okay.
Oh yeah, the bone armor.
I got like 10 points of it left.
I can fix it.
So she will take 6 points of damage, and
Okay.
the dog.
Bone armor. All right.
Go ahead and roll a d6.
Okay.
So the dog will take 1 point of damage from the bone armor. The other dog will also bite at Alora. Oh no, Alora, you get a free attack. You get what, +4 total.
Oh, come on. I got 7. That's so lame.
That was what
Just messing it up.
Was that with the
Yeah,
plus? Oh,
I rolled 3, yeah. It wasn't a 1 at least.
And these dogs teleport.
Yeah, teleport out of here.
They blink
Dogs.
4 feet away. This dog blinks here. And this dog blinks up into this corner. Jackson, what would you like to do?
Jackson's like, damn it, they ran away. Jackson.
Well,
will
you
come
still have
down,
this one up here in the northwest corner.
Yeah, there's plenty of people up there already. The Borman's up there. Mavis is up there. Jackson's got some distance he can
You
run.
can squeeze past Malachi and Alora to get down here.
That's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna get down to right next to this one.
Okay.
And just be like, look, you get dead.
Oh, that's a hit.
That's a beheading.
Yeah. This blink dog is no longer with us. Jackson brings his blade down and decapitates.
Blink this. In my best 1980s action movie voice.
Right. Malachi, what would you like to do?
Well, 5, 10, 15. I'm gonna move up here and stab him with my dagger. This is +2. There.
No.
Miss with the dagger.
Yes, you
Yeah.
miss. Jackson, roll a intelligence. Your choice, intelligence or wisdom. It would be intelligence. So
Intelligence, you say?
yes,
And I want to get at or below?
yes.
I did not.
Okay.
Damn it. If it had been wisdom, I'd have got it, but intelligence, no.
I would, yeah, I'll give you wisdom. So Jackson, you know that blink dogs are typically they hate warp beasts. They are a Fey realm animal, and are known to be generally kept by. If they are kept by an owner, they are kept by lawful creatures.
Oh, geez. Now I feel bad.
I would be like, all right, where's their master? This is a pack of wild. They're not wild. Are they wild or not? Like, okay, where's your master? Where's your? I
Well,
would yell to
you're
the
not
party, the
sure if
master's
they're wild or not, but you know that in the Fey realm, when they are kept by an owner, they are generally kept by lawful characters.
Okay. Well, we kind of fucked that up by attacking, though.
Well, they
Well,
were aggro with you first. Mavis, what would you like to do?
I don't know any of this stuff, so I assume I would attack again.
Hell yeah.
Ooh, I got a nat 20.
Hell yeah, the cute
Nice.
puppy as it sits there and whimpers and passiveness.
So let's
Cowers
see.
in the
You are
corner.
using the Warhammer +3.
Yeah. So I
So
get
that is
9.
9 points of damage. Ouch. Okay. Dentry.
Entry is a little bit confused that everything just disappeared from in front of him. And just says, screw it. And runs over to this one.
Okay.
All right, so before I adjust my rolls here. Okay, so the Bastard Sword, a +1 Bastard Sword without any modifiers would do what to attack and damage?
So a +1 bastard sword. So if you're using it one-handed, it is 1d8 +1. And
Okay.
so it's a +1, so that's 1d8 +2 to attack and damage.
It is +2, okay, because it'd be with the bat. Okay. Then I am at 5 instead of 4. Okay. So there we go. I was shorting myself 1 on the rolls.
Nice.
Hey!
Okay, so
That's a D8 +5, so 13.
yeah, Dentry comes up and cuts this blink dog in half right through its midsection, and the dog is no more. It gurgles. Alora.
Wow. Okay, blocked once again. Let's see.
I'm sorry, I didn't have the movement to retreat.
It's okay. Let's see. I'm gonna go over here now. I feel like they have it handled down there. You can't get through.
Okay, so you move up there. Foreman, what do you want to do?
Well, that blink dog up here in this area is gone. And, there's 2 of them down there. So what? 5, 10, 15. I can just kind of get 20 I can get just right in there. I don't think I can reach anything. So I will turn around and ready in action, and if one of them appears behind us here, I'm gonna hit him.
Okay. Oh, okay. So these blink dogs, one is going to attack Jackson, one's going to attack Malachi. On Jackson. It only hits an AC 6. I don't think that hits.
That's not gonna do it.
And then he blinks 2 feet back. Well, more like 2 feet back. The other blink dog is going to attack Malachi. Oh, no. So the blink dog overcompensates. Malachi, you get a free attack at +2.
This will be 4 total plus 4.
That hits.
This will be +1. 4 points of damage with my +1 dagger.
Okay, so the dog yelps and then blinks 3 feet back. Jackson.
Malachi will wipe the blood on his tongue.
This tastes lawful.
Yes.
Jackson will go at the one that's right in front of him. Like, did you not see what happened to your last one? You should have blinked away from this fight.
Well, he tried, but... Ooh. That hits.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so Jackson swings and cuts deep into the blink dog, Malachi.
Malachi is going to stab that closest one in retreat. So
Okay.
with that hit
So
and
you're
retreat,
gonna do a
fighting retreat. Yeah. My THACO is 19, but I rolled a 15 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
All right. Man, Malachi is the fucking warlord today. I am Conan. 4 points of damage as I sneak back. I can go 15 feet at half my movement. Get out of the way a little bit.
You can go, if you want to go 15 feet, I mean, you could get all the way back into the room.
Well, then that's where I would like to be.
Yeah,
back
you can get back to here. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, be like, ooh, it's getting kind of crazy back there.
Mavis, what would you like to do?
I'm pretty far from the dogs. Maybe I'll start walking across the thing with my ring. 'Cause I don't,
Okay, it's like fuck this. I'm out of here.
yeah, bye. I'm getting bit by dogs.
I support that decision.
Dentry, what would you like to do?
Entry is just like, why are we chasing these stupid dogs? We're trying to leave anyway. So he's not going anywhere closer to the dogs.
Okay, and what would Alora like to do?
I don't know. Maybe we can just leave. Hop on a broom, take Malachi across.
Okay, so you and Malachi get across the river.
I'll shuttle people. Yeah, I don't think these dogs are too big a threat. They're not gonna kill us.
Borman.
Well, I'm in the heat of battle, and I've seen a pathway open up. I'm just gonna kind of walk up on this guy and try to hit him with my frostbrand.
No.
8.
He
That's
ducks, dodges, and weaves. The blink dogs, you see the blink dogs kind of fade, like they don't, yeah, they just kind of fade from existence, and you can hear this whining, and the whining and yelping sounds like it is getting further and further away from you, and they disappear.
Throw the bodies in the
Yeah.
water.
Okay. So you guys get back up here and throw the bodies in the water.
Let's
Well,
start shuttling people over.
for the next Hydra to move in, would want a snack, you know?
That's very thoughtful.
Make the pool homey for the next Hydra.
Yeah. We've really done a lot of damage this dungeon, and there'll be more low levels to have to come through. We need something to get their experience up.
All right, so yeah, you guys can continue moving up and on. So let's see. Let me get back over. So lightly armored characters can move 60 feet. Heavily armored characters can move 30 feet. And that's
Hey, we're
every
just-
10 minutes.
Yeah.
You
Well,
guys are just dragging bags of treasure and shit.
Yeah.
Are we that encumbered? Damn.
Yeah.
My characters are just whiny. But yeah.
They're just bitching constantly. Oh my god, we have so much gold. This sucks.
Whose idea was this?
is that with the spectorial steed?
I don't know. Did we do
Because
that?
it carries, I mean, we just had to divide 500 gold if we use the spectorial steed to carry 3,000.
Oh, well, with the 500, if you're just, okay, so
It's less
So yeah,
than,
everybody can add 83 gold or 82 gold pieces to your
character. Yeah.
And if you're using the spectral steed, then no, you're not encumbered. You can
And we
move
will
your,
use that. Yeah.
you can move your light armor can move 90 feet. Heavy armor can move 60 feet. Unarmored can move 120 feet, and that's every 10 minutes, every turn.
It's worth it just to get us the hell out of here.
Indeed.
I agree.
So
Yeah.
from here, I need to. There we go. If you have 120 feet of movement, if you are unarmored, you can leave the dungeon. So that'd probably be Malachi and Alora.
Yeah, but we're all sticking together. I mean, right?
Right?
So if you
We're sticking
move
together, right?
if you move at the slowest rate of 60 feet, that puts you up here. So whoever you want leading the charge.
Generally, Borman's up front. Malachi's somewhere in the mid back.
Gentry just can't move fast, so he's in the back because he has to be.
I'm just shuffling on up there.
And you guys are getting kind of tired. You are needing a 10-foot or a 10-minute rest.
Can we rest right here in this nice, comfortable, relaxing crypt?
You certainly can. Nice, comfortable, relaxing crypt. It's quiet. Smells of
It's
bone
quiet
dust,
and
but
peace. Yeah.
so you guys are able to. We can just call it there. You guys are able to get out of the crypt and back into the city of Zlatoheim, which puts you right over here. And you guys are still in the Koitianta quarter, which is the common quarter. This is where the average Joe dwarf citizen of Zlatoheim lives. You do know that the dwarf that you rescued, he said that he lived in this area, and he'd given you directions.
Really just
I
want
say
to go
we
to
call
the
upon
tour.
that dwarf to get us back to where we stayed.
I'm sorry, what was that?
I mean, we need to get back to our hotel or whatever, right?
Yeah, you can go back to your hotel. Certainly.
Or a jeweler.
Can
we
we
gotta
do
buy
that
some
carrying all
gems.
this stuff? Like, we need like something to get us there, like a horse or a carriage or something.
You can carry all the stuff you've currently got. I mean, your steed would last that long. So you get back over to the lazy gentlewoman, and what's your plan at this point?
To buy gems.
Okay.
Gems and jewelry.
Okay.
We need to buy a lot of them.
This is true.
So yeah, I mean, the lazy gentlewoman is in the grand or just outside the grand market here. So yeah, this would be the place to do that.
How many
Hopefully,
gold
nobody questions our newly found wealth that we didn't have a day ago.
Yes, so you can buy gems in denominations of 10, 50, 100, 500, or 1,000 gold piece quantity.
I want 1,000 gold piece gems.
Okay. You can do that.
At least 20 of them. Right? That's 20,000 gold pieces.
Let's see how many 1,000. Well, yeah, they would have 20 of them. I mean, Zlotterheim is a rich city. That's what the dwarves do, is they mine. So yes,
Yeah.
they would have them.
Then let's do that. We'll race all that gold and we will put
21,000 gold piece gems.
gems worth 1,000.
Right.
Oh, but wait. Hold on.
We got other gold while we were down there, so
Before you do that, I need to look at this.
we got more gold while we were down there, though. So it's not just the 20,000.
Yeah. Well, I mean that at least took a big chunk of our gold off of us.
Yeah.
If there's a tax on top of it, we just have to subtract some more money.
Yeah, I just need to find the.
So you did 20 of the 22,000, or you did 22,000?
I did 21,000 gold piece gems. So that would be 20,000 gold
Okay.
converted to gems, and it's on my list.
Right. I will take 20,000 off of
So
mine.
yeah, you can reduce. They will sell you the gems at full value.
Oh, wonderful.
Now, if you were turning around and selling the gems to them, they would buy the gems back at 80% their value, and you can adjust that with a haggling check.
Right. And we could keep doing that until we're broke. We could like buy the gem and then try to resell it for no reason whatsoever to them for like gold, and then buy the gems right back, just not as many.
Well, you'd be taking a loss.
Yeah, that was the joke.
Yeah.
All
Just
right.
fascinating.
Now that was that. Do we need to buy more gems?
Okay, so with that 20,000 off, we still have another 4,000 gold, 6,000 electrum, and 4,000 silver.
Can you put that in a total of gold piece value?
I can.
Yeah.
Hold on. So how
Electrum
much
is
in
a tier
gold?
1, right?
How much in just gold?
4,031.
So you can buy 4 1,000 gold piece gems,
I will buy those 4 1,000 gold piece gems.
and you could buy 4 10 gold piece gems, and that would leave you with 1 gold piece left over.
3 10 gold piece gems. It's 31.
Oh, 31. So three 10 gold piece gems, and that'll leave you with 1 gold piece left over.
Okay.
All right.
The
So
6,600 electrum would equal to 3,300 gold, right? 2 to 1?
Correct. So you could buy 3 1,000 gold piece gems.
okay, we're now up to 27 of them.
And then you want to do 3 100 gold piece?
And then you could buy 3 100 gold piece gems.
All right.
And the 4,005 silver would be equal to 400 gold, I guess. Not counting the 5 silver. Right?
So I'm sorry.
10 to 1?
So it was 4,005 silver.
Yeah.
So yes, that would be 4 100 gold piece gems,
All right.
and you'd be left over with 5 silver.
Yeah. Which we will use to get us some food and stuff after our wonderful adventuring.
And anything else?
I mean,
No, that's it for all the gold.
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah, you guys ditched the copper.
yeah, yeah. That's nice. And now I'm not taking that much room in the bags. The bags are relatively empty, and we have a whole bunch of money.
That's
So, I
so
mean,
awesome.
Yeah, that was a good treasure thing.
Yeah,
you know.
treasure
That
map
was
8
very
is worthy. Yes, most
Yeah.
definitely.
And so now I guess we're gonna plot a course and leave town in the morning. We have to go out and try to discover this other entrance to the other kingdom.
Yeah, you need to go hunting for your for Drothamstone. So
Yeah.
I think you already paid for another night at the inn already. And if you want more food, you've got they'll sell you a roast joint for 25 silver pieces. That basically is enough for everybody to enjoy.
Enjoy
You
your
want me to
roast
take? You said for
Love
25
a
silver.
good
That's
roast joint.
Yep,
Yeah, I
25,
got one.
25 silver for a roast joint, and then it is 1 gold piece for a pint of mead, or 1 gold piece for a pint of wine, and it is 5 silver pieces per pint of ale.
if I take the 1 gold piece and the 5 silver out of the party kitty, that leaves us with 1 gold to pay for the joint. So I'll do that.
Okay.
So if you just want to pay 1 gold left, you can pay for the rest of the joint.
There you go.
All right. Cool. Yeah. And then we will plot a course and head out, I guess.
All right. So we will pick up next week. Let me find. There it is.
But first,
EXPs.
Oh yes.
Fighter doesn't get anything for getting a level 6, does he?
Hit points.
Yeah.
So when you already took level 6, did you take level 6? You took level 6 from last session, right?
Yeah, at the end of last session, I took level 6. So I got the hit points already.
And who got level 6? Dentry?
Yeah.
Dentry's just a fighter, right?
Just a fighter.
So yeah, his stacko is still 17, and he gets another D8 worth of hit points.
Yep.
Wow.
Okay, cool.
Plus your con modifier.
So basically, I got some hit points for the level.
Yes.
Okay.
But so this might be important. So I will say it now. If you get enough hit points to get more than 1 level out of this, you're not allowed to take more than 1 level. You can take 1 level, and you are 1 XP shy of the next level.
Okay.
So
It would take a lot of XP to do that for me.
Yeah.
well,
Just got my level. So
you say that, but everybody this session, and I'm going to type it out just so that you can actually see, because that treasure map was worth a fuck ton.
Wow. Well, look at me bugging you about a treasure map for halfway across the continent.
Everybody gets 4,362.5 experience points.
Wow. That's our biggest haul.
So far, yeah. And that entire dungeon, except for the fact that I drew out a map, was all randomly rolled. And the roll tables were levels 4 to 5. So, yeah.
So that dwarf hammer wasn't even planned?
Mm-mm. That was all completely random.
That was cool. That felt like that was some serious like major story chunk that we had there.
Well, I gave it a name and gave it its but I randomly rolled its sentience and its powers. So
Was the dwarf in the thing? Was he part of the story?
he is now, and you might get to see him again in the future. And like his warning was sincere. You probably don't want to meet him again in the future. He's not good. If you guys had a paladin, they'd have been like freaking the fuck out. Why are we talking to this guy and not smiting him?
Fuck him. He was a nice guy. He gave us a fine warning. We have a rapport now.
So one of the things that is
You
really,
know,
I don't know if you noticed this, Wes, but one of the things, and maybe it's something because I have it set for ultra high settings, but so we noticed this last night after that battle, after the big battle of saving the grove, right? You then have you invite the survivors over to your camp, and there's this big party that goes on. And of course, after the battle, we haven't rested yet. So my wife's character, Gerda Battlehammer, the Dwarven Paladin, Oath of Ancients, she hasn't rested. She hasn't bathed. She looks like shit. There is blood and mud all over, just covered in dirt. She is a filthy mess. And as soon as she talked to somebody that did a close-up of her, my wife's like, God damn, she needs to take a bath.
yeah.
Yep. No, so that's pretty amusing. I like that. But so yeah. So did everybody? I don't know. 4,362 XP. Did that anybody level?
Jackson will.
Yeah, I did not.
Really?
Not me.
I'm gonna level up Jackson.
No, Malachi is still level 5. I mean, but he's getting closer to 6. He's real close to 6. And then Borman just has a ways to go. I mean, that's just how it
Alora's like
is.
about 7,000 away, so that's pretty close, but
Yeah.
not quite there.
Yeah. So okay. So we will pick this up next week with you guys leaving Zolotoheim and picking a direction that you want to travel. And the closest that you know is that there is that it is believed that this green mark over here, somewhere on the northeast side of the Skelos Mountains. That's as much as you know. You know, in between. I mean, if you draw a direct line from your mark on the map to. And there is a Waldspion cabin in the way. There's some ruins here. Whoops, I didn't mean to move it. There's some ruins here and here. You know that you already spent some time in the Electrum mine, and you know that just what is it? Are these 12 miles? Yes, about 12 miles southeast of the Electrum mine. You know that there is an old prospector who has a cabin on the lake. So yeah, we can pick a direction and how you're going to travel next week.
Yeah.
Does a ranger get anything at level 6?
A ranger, probably, yeah. Let's see here. Ranger. So a ranger at level 6 gets another D8 for hit points. And their saves are the same, and their THACO is the same. They're still 17. THACO 17.
All right, so D8 of hit points.
Now level 7, you'll get THACO 14, and you'll get new saves.
Sweet.
And actually, hold on. Let me. I don't think the fighter got any new saves, but let me double check. Fighter at level 6, now their saves should still be 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14.
Ooh, it's a significant jump to level 7. I got to get a lot of XP.
Yeah, the fighter from level 6 to level 7, there's another 32,000 XP, so...
Maybe we should give up on the adventure and just farm libraries for treasure maps.
Well, I mean, Well, that's kind of what you're doing on the adventure. That's the whole reason that you
Yeah.
guys became adventurers is to make cashy money.
Yeah, I hear you. But yeah, that was really fun. So I'll see y'all
All right.
next time around.
I will see
See
you
you
Thanks.
guys
guys next
next week. Have a good
Thank
one.
you.